Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is me Aditi, and in today's video I'm going to create this full glam date night makeup. So as all of you guys know that Valentine's Day is approaching, and if you guys are like going out with your loved ones, I think this video is for you. I just created this look, this is like super glam red lips. I think I've just gone all out with this look. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you like this look as well. So if you enjoy and if you like this look, then please subscribe to my channel and also like this video and share this video with your family and friends. And yeah, with that, let's get started. Alright, so to begin with, I'm just gonna prep my skin for makeup because to get that flawless, beautiful looking base, you wanna make sure that you do the skin prep. And for that, I'm taking this Pond's moisturizer. This is a oil-free moisturizer, so I'm just gonna take generous amount of this, and I'm just lathering my skin with this and massaging that all over my face. And this moisturizer, you guys, is really nice to moisturize your skin, and this is like supremely hydrating. So I'm just applying that all over my face and my around my neck and around my chest area, because you wanna look hydrated. And you can see how plump my skin is looking. And then I'm taking this Lakme Blur Perfect primer. So firstly, I'm just starting that all over my face, and then I'll just start spreading that. And this primer is not only like good for pores, it really like completely fill in your pores, but also makes your skin super soft. So the makeup application becomes so much beautiful and better. So use a good primer, whatever suits your skin, and whatever your skin concerned. Like I have the pore issue, so I like to use something which really deals with the pore thing. So I'm just pushing that around my nose area and making sure that my pores are like completely filled. For foundation, I'm taking this Milani foundation, and I'm just gonna apply that all over my face using a damp beauty blender. So I feel this foundation is good for all the skin types, because this is not like supremely matte and not supremely dewy as well. So this is this will give you that finish in between, which looks really healthy, and your skin will not look like really dry. Gives you a really beautiful finish. I hope that makes sense. But that foundation, you guys, is really good. This is a bit expensive, but if you have budget, I feel you should definitely try this one out. This is really good. So I'm just blending that all over my face, and you want to make sure that you apply a little bit amount of foundation on your neck as well, so that everything looks seamless. So I want a little bit more dewiness on my face, so I'm taking this Lakme 925 foundation, and I'm applying this little bit amount of that using the spatula with which this foundation comes. And this foundation, you guys, gives you a really beautiful dewy finish. You can see that, right? So wherever you want that dewiness, I'm just applying that on those areas, because I want a more dewy base. So just a very little amount of this foundation, and you can see that how beautifully this has blended. And now to conceal my dark circles, I'm taking that LA Gold concealer, and that is in the shade Pure Beige. I'm just applying that around my eyes, and that's it. So use a concealer which is like closest to your skin tone to cancel out any kind of darkness on your face. If you use directly something like really light, so it will give you really gray looking skin. So use a concealer or foundation which is like very close to your skin tone. So I'm just blending that using the same beauty blender. So if you want any brightening effect, you can definitely go ahead and apply a brightening concealer, but first you want to make sure that you apply a concealer of your skin tone. Now I'm taking this another concealer, and this is the L'Oreal Infallible concealer, and this is in the shade Amber. So I'm just applying that towards the inner corner and the outer corner of my face, and wherever I want that brightened effect on on the bridge of my nose, my forehead, cupid's bow, and on my chin, that like usual areas. And I'm just again blending that using the same beauty blender. So this concealer, you guys, is like really high coverage, so little goes a long way. You don't want to apply too much of this because, as I said, you just need very little amount of this one. So I'm just taking that concealer close to my hairline, so this will give me really like lifted eye look. Now to set everything in place, I'm taking this loose powder from Maybelline Fit Me. So firstly, I'm just assuring that there is no crease line whatsoever, and then I'm taking this brush, and I'm taking very little amount. You can see, right? I'm just I'm trying to just dust off all the excess product, and then only I'm using this because this powder is full coverage, so you don't want to apply too much of this. Just take very little amount and then just set everything in place. And I'm just setting the concealer, and then I'm taking my beauty blender to set my entire face, and I'm using the same loose powder and taking very little at once and then just blending everything out. Once you're done with setting your entire face, I'm just taking a powder brush with no product on it, and I'm just running that through all over my face, so that if there is any excess product, that brush will make sure that it is now completely blended. And now I'm just quickly gonna do my brows, and I'm taking this Miss Claire eyebrow pencil, which is my favorite, and that is in the shade dark brown. So I'm just filling in all the usual stuff that I always do, just filling in my brows, and that's it. You want to make sure that once you are done filling in your brows, you use the spoolie one more time and brush it through, because if there is any excess product, the spoolie will take that off. So now for eyeshadow, I'm taking this Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna take that shade and applying that on my crease. So I'm using that shade as my transition shade. So you wanna make sure that you use the lightest shade for your transition shade, because if you just go directly with the darker one, it kind of becomes really tough to get a really flawless finish. So start with the lighter shade, and then you can of course go with towards the darker ones. So I'm just building that shade, and once I'm done with that, I'm gonna take another that orange shade, and I'm using a flat fluffy brush, but this one is flat. So I'm just gonna apply this also on my crease, but I'm making sure that I don't go above my crease. And again, I'll just build it up according to the coverage and according to the pigment that I want. So I'm just taking that towards the inner corner and the outer corner, and just going back and forth, and just make sure that you take enough time for blending. Now I'm taking this very dark chocolatey brown shade, and I'm taking a very small blending brush, and I'm first just depositing the pigment on the outer corner, and then I'm just lightly taking that towards on my lid, very lightly. I don't want this shade all over my crease. I just want this one on the outer corner, so I'm just building it up right there. So once that is done, I'm taking another palette. This is the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, and from that I'm taking a really beautiful champagne shimmery shade, and I'm using my finger to apply that. So I'm gonna apply that shade just on the inner half of my eyelid, and just applying that right there. And I'm gonna blend the dark brown shade again with the shimmery shade, so that there is no harsh lines in between. So now I'm taking this K Beauty Kajal, and I'm gonna apply this just above the lash line. So as you go towards the inner corner, the line should be thinner, and towards the outer corner the line should be thicker. and I'm just lining it, and then I'm gonna blend it using a black eyeshadow because I don't want really, edgy looking eyeliner. I want, really smudged look. So I'm just gonna smudge this using a black eyeshadow. You want to make sure that you smudge it really nicely. It should be looking like, really smoky and not like a proper, edgy eyeliner. Now I'm taking both those shades that I used on my lid, and I'm taking that on a flat brush and applying that towards the very close to the lash line, the lower lash line. So this will complete the look. Now I'm taking this Maybelline Colossal mascara, and I'm just applying a lot of mascara because I absolutely love that. And because I don't really wear false lashes, I like to apply good amount of mascara. But if you are wearing lashes, you don't really need a lot of mascara. Just a little bit of mascara is enough, and then you can go ahead and apply falsies. So both my eyes are done and I'm quite happy with the results. So now I'm taking this contour palette from Wet n Wild to give my face that dimension and warmth back. I'm using that dark brown shade to kind of bronze up my face. So just first just tapping the product, and then I'll start blending that in circular motions. You want to make sure that you blend in upward direction, and you don't want to blend in downward direction, because that way your face will look really muddy. It's like opposite the look that we are going for. So we want to make sure that you blend in upward direction. And this bronzer is supremely pigmented, so you want to make sure that you just take very little amount of that. So I'm just doing the usual stuff, very lightly contouring my nose and my forehead and my jawline. Now for blush, I'm taking this Wet n Wild blush, and I'm just gonna apply that just above where I've just applied my bronzer. So you wanna make sure that you blend the bronzer and the blush together. There shouldn't be like any harsh line in between. So I'm just applying that, and this is a really beautiful shade. I think this is in the shade Mellow Wine. I will leave the product names and everything in the description bar, so you can check that out. But you can see how beautiful this shade is. For highlighter, I'm taking this K Beauty highlighter, and this is in the shade Champagne Fizz. So I'm just gonna apply that on the highest point of my face, that is my cheekbone. I mainly highlight my cheekbones. I don't really highlight my nose that much. Whatever is left on my brush, I just lightly dust that off on my nose. I don't really like to highlight like extremely, like really little amount of that, and that's it. For lipstick, I'm taking this Wet n Wild liquid lipsticks, but before that I'm just lining my lips. So you can take any red lip liner of your choice, but you want to make sure that you apply a lip liner to get that really sharp and really nice application. And once I'm done lining my lips, I'm gonna just fill in with the lipstick. And this is a really beautiful shade, like a true red shade. The formula of this is really nice. This gives you a really like a beautiful looking matte red lips. and it is not at all drying. So I think if you are looking for a nice red shade which is in budget and also an amazing formula, I think you should definitely check this one out. So my face makeup is done. I'm now just going to highlight the usual areas like my collarbones and my shoulder. When your face is like supremely like glowing and you have done like so much for your face, I think you should just take some time and do something with your body as well, because if you don't do that, it looks like kind of really weird. So I think you should just take some time and do that as well. So guys, this is the finished look, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope this video was helpful for all of you guys. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and if you like this look, then please like this video as well and subscribe to my channel, and also share this video with your family and friends, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Till then, bye bye.